Hello, my name is Brett Keith, and I am the president of the District 6 chapter of the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association. PMEA District 6 is comprised of school districts in the counties of Bedford, Blair, Cambria, and Somerset. PMEA District 6 is committed to providing quality musical and educational opportunities and experiences for our students located within these 4 counties. In 2020 and even 2021, our musical and educational lives were greatly disrupted by the COVID-19 global pandemic. However, PMEA District 6 was continually committed to making sure that we provided these educational and musical experiences that we are historically proud of, that we provide them even in these disrupted times. So, in January of 2021, PMEA District 6 hosted a virtual band festival, which brought all of our students together across these 4 counties, but in a virtual platform. Our festival included clinicians, guest conductors from across the United States, as well as clinicians from our very own area here within Pennsylvania. Out of these 2 days, our students then rehearsed, but also provided recordings of their individual parts to create a final product which is culminated together with videos of themselves in collaboration with students from across our 4 counties, and yet many of them were not in the same space together. What you're going to see here in the next few moments are the culmination of the District 6 Virtual Band Festival, where you will see great performances put together as an ensemble by the students located within our school districts of Blair, Bedford, Cambria, and Somerset counties. As we know, music is a collaborative experience, not just for the people who make it, but between the performer and the listener as well. So at this time, I am proud to present the virtual recordings of the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association District 6 Virtual Band Festival that are put together from students of our 4 counties in District 6, but also sharing this experience from a distance, not only with each other, but also with you, our listeners. We thank you for your continued support of quality music education here in District 6 and ask that you continue to support even through difficult times, as we know for all of us who experience music, not only the music makers, but also those who receive it through hearing and through experience as well in audiences, how important the arts are, and especially music, for us to enable to connect and unite in times where we are physically distant from each other. May you enjoy these 2 virtual performances by the District 6 Virtual Ensemble. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Brett, and thanks for all you do for PMEA District 6. My name is Scott Sheehan, and I helped to coordinate this year's first ever virtual district band event. We knew that we had to ensure the students had an opportunity to come together and make music as they normally would in any given year. We did not want to let the pandemic stop the music from happening. I'd like to give a big thank you to my colleague Matt Stombaugh, who helped to coordinate our master classes and many of the logistics behind the scenes. I'd also like to thank all of the District 6 officers and the band directors for all of their support and help to making sure that these students had a great experience. So our event was very unique. We had never done something like this before. We kicked things off with Dr. Matthew Arau from the Lawrence Conservatory in Wisconsin, and he's also the president of Upbeat Global, talking about the superpowers of music. The students also got to spend some time with some of our past conductors, Dr. Jason Worsbit from IUP and Dr. Bill Stoneman from Messiah University, were able to visit with the students and share their insights that they normally wouldn't have the time to do when they'd be conducting the festival. We had master classes from professors at IUP and Penn State University to share their insights about specific instrumental techniques and expressive qualities that were able to help the students become better at playing their instruments. And finally, we had the wonderful experience of 2 days sharing in music making with Robert W. Smith, who is an internationally known composer and conductor. And I will turn things over to Robert to tell you a little bit more about his music, but we were so thankful that we had the opportunity to work with him. We wish you all the best, and thank you for tuning in to our video today.
Hello, my name is Robert W. Smith. I'm a composer, conductor, and I'm coming to you today from Troy, Alabama. But recently I had the great honor and the pleasure to be right there in Pennsylvania with some very gifted musicians that were part of the PMEA District 6 Honor Band. What a wonderful experience it was for me. I hope the students got even half as much out of the time together as I did, because I certainly enjoyed every single second. The band is going to be performing 2 musical selections for you. Both of those are very personal to me, so if you allow me to be here just as a father, a son, a human being, and share just a little bit about each of these 2 numbers. The first one is a fanfare called Flying Fortress. Flying Fortress is actually a plane, and my father-in-law, Roy Benton Hawkins, was a pilot who was in the Army Air Corps in World War II. And that Flying Fortress, some people knew that as a B-17, some people knew that as a flying coffin. He was a member of what people call the Bloody 100th. He was stationed at Thorpe's Abbott Field in England and then flew missions over continental Europe. And yes, some of those missions were very, very precarious and very dangerous. Some of those missions, however, also included humanitarian missions at the end of the war, near the very end, as they were dropping food, particularly in Holland. And my father-in-law was part of that. Flying Fortress is a tribute to my father-in-law and all of those in the greatest generation that served our country and created this world that we live in today, because we would not have made it here without them. I hope you enjoy Flying Fortress. The next selection is entitled very simply, A Mother's Hymn. I wrote this in honor of my mother, Grazia W. Smith, Grazia. By the way, that's Italian for thank you. On a personal note, she married a Pennsylvanian. My father, Benjamin F. Smith, was the son of Robert W. Smith, who I'm named after, and they're from Bethlehem, Allentown, Pennsylvania. My grandfather is buried there. So I've got Pennsylvania roots. A Mother's Hymn was my mother's very favorite melody. You might know it also by another title called How Great Thou Art. Now, as we were preparing for this concert, I think about my mother and I think about what she considered the most beautiful thing in the world. That beautiful thing in the world was music. It was music, particularly interpreted through the students, through the youth, and looking for the hope in our future. I couldn't think of a more appropriate selection to pay tribute not only to my mother, but to everybody out there, every mother, every father, every grandparent, as we enjoy our most precious resource, the youth and our future. I hope you enjoy a mother's hymn, How Great Thou Art. I'd like to thank each and every musician that participated in this wonderful PMEA District Honor Band, District 6. I'd also like to thank Scott Sheehan and the wonderful music education colleagues that worked with these students to bring this concert to fruition today. I must tell you, almost a year ago, we were asked to totally reinvent the education system. I'm not sure music might not have been the most difficult of all of our educational endeavors, and our educators met the challenge. For you teachers out there, thank you. What you do makes a huge difference, not just in the lives of the students that are on the stage, but in all of our lives. It's so important to support music education for our students today and the students of tomorrow. Thank you so much. Join me in lifting our voices in the most beautiful way and sharing these students and their incredible art form.